Melanie did a call this last week in the Rising Stars about like getting coaches started right, and how they did, like, they revamped their whole training. Like she and Megan Blinka and Katie Ersta did this training last year that was like, well, we had it. It's like a 10-day email series, which is great. I think the emails are great. I love that. But it was like in conjunction with the Slide Edge book. And it was like, read day 1, read chapter 1, day 2, read chapter 2. And like, you guys know, you get behind a chapter in a book and then in a training, and you're not like, it's like, I can't, and then it's like, I remove myself and I shut down and I'm like totally overwhelmed. So, so I really like the idea of just like, we have that team handbook, literally everything is in there. Like that thing that I just finished working on, everything is in there. So I think as long as they have that, hi, new coaches listening to the recording, as long as you have the handbook and you know where to go, like that's basically it. Like the bottom line, and what we're going to bring to this new coach training is like, here's your tracker. These are the conversations that we're having on a day-to-day basis. This is what we're posting on social media to draw interest. And this is it. Because I think, you know, as far as like the most basic things to do as a coach, that's it. And I don't think we should try to overcomplicate anything at all. Because we're all busy, like everybody's busy, and you don't have 4 hours a day to sit down and try to figure out how to work your business. You just need to do the basic things in 15 to 45, 30 to 60 minutes a day that will give you results, just like a workout. 30 minutes, get me results. Like, show me how to do that. Amanda. Oh, no worries, lady. Yeah, I'm recording, so I'll post it. Have a good day. Bye. Miss your friend. But I think that's, so this new coach training that we have kicking off, I'm going to just create, like, put these simple things into units, just like the Beachbody Champions. And that's where we're going to send people when they sign up. You just work through these 5 units at your own pace, but I'm still going to be here to guide you along the way. And I mean, anybody can do whatever, you know, I'm not saying this is the gold standard for coaching, but that's what I want to do for this month and see how it works for people. Just the basics, just action steps. Like, this is, you know, if you only have an hour to work your business, I want to teach you how to do a successful power hour that's going to get you results. If you only have, 15 minutes a day on your lunch break to work your business, I want to teach you what the most important things to do in that 15 minutes are going to be that are going to get you the results. And I want to just teach realistic business building activities to our coaches that are coming in new, because I don't know what the exact study or stats are, but it's like, when you have a new coach, if that new coach earns $1 in their first 6 months as a coach, they are like 80% more likely to stay on as a coach versus if they don't. So whether they're signing up, their mom with a challenge pack, or their sister with a challenge pack, or they're signing up their friend with a quarterly BOD membership, or just somebody at work wants to only do BOD. Like, yeah, I get the end all be all is challenge pack and getting people involved with nutrition and understanding performance and how that works, and Energize and Shakeology and all of that. But like, also teaching them that it's not a bad thing to just sign somebody up with a BOD subscription. Because if you have, 1,200 people on quarterly BOD, you earn like $100,000 a year or something ridiculous like that. Like, so there's like, I want to see our coaches earning money to pay for their Shakeology and to pay for their investments, pay for their Energize or whatever, or have that little bit of extra. Yes, Success Club is great. Those are great goals to achieve every month, but I want to see our coaches doing the things that are going to, keep them here and build that income and give them the continued confidence to succeed and to continue to work through those goals. I think so Megan Blinka is going to be on the Wake Up Call on Monday, and she's going to be talking about Shakeology. And I think that's something really important that we need to integrate into our conversations in general, like just as coaches with our challengers, with our challenge groups. Same thing with Performance Line. I did a live video in our challenge group this last week about using Ultimate Portion Fix and 2B Mindset. And I busted out my tracker and I busted out the information and kind of showed what was in the booklets and was like, listen, like, this is like, stop doing all these dumb diets. Like, this is so simple to use and understand. Like, this is so much better than trying to figure out whatever, or hire somebody to like send you a bunch of meal plans that you're not going to follow when you don't want to just eat chicken and broccoli. Like, you can do all these healthier recipes and like create this balance and create this lifestyle. And I think nutrition is so challenging for so many people. And if we can just simplify that for our challengers too, then I think that will really help. So I think that confidence with talking about Shakeology and why we use it, that confidence with talking about Performance Line and why we use it versus why we don't, and or what happens when we don't. I noticed a huge difference. I did week 2 of Lift 4 this week, and my protein didn't come in until I had my first scoop today. And I haven't had protein. And I've been so sore this week. And I mean, granted, I just did bar, so I wasn't doing a lot of heavy weights, but holy cow, like, I rely on that to help me with muscle soreness. And I think that's a deterrent for people too. Like, if they work out and they're really sore, it's real hard for them to want to continue to work out if, you know, like, oh, my muscles are sore, I'm going to take a rest day. And then that rest day turns into 3. And then, you know, I feel like I've fallen off. I need to get back on track, kind of thing. So just the importance of that too. I think I could ramble about that but I did have an agenda today. And I wanted to talk about, I did make some slides because I'm a nerd and I like to make slides. But I wanted to talk about, I was going to do a 10 rounds call next week, but the sample workout is available. Caitlin, you did it. What'd you think? Good?
I loved it.
Loved
I'm a big
it.
fan.
I didn't realize it was.
We were talking about it a little bit this morning because 3 of us did it. Me, Sarah, and Kate all did it this morning. And it's excellent. And it's like Kate was saying, she felt silly and uncoordinated. And I'm like, dude, as long as you're moving your body, it doesn't really matter what you're doing. I've been punching stuff since I started Beachbody, so it just feels normal to me, but it was good. I'm excited.
Yeah.
That's how I feel every time I do anything Shaun T. I'm like coordinated, but
You're sweating. So who cares?
yeah.
Yeah.
I put the sample in the chat just now, the sample workout that we'll have. I have just changed my bar group over to a 10 rounds group. So I'm not doing a brand new group. I posted in there. I've had a couple people that have messaged me already that have said, what is this 10 rounds thing? Like, I literally just changed the cover photo and it says like coming soon or whatever. So a couple people have been interested. Coach purchase starts March 16th. So that means that we can sign anybody up as a coach with those challenge pack bundles. So in the group this week, I'm going to drop the sample workout tomorrow. I'm going to do a live workout Monday morning. I'm going to post it in our challenge group as well tomorrow and say who wants to join in and do this sample workout Monday morning. Together. I'm going to put it in that group and encourage the same, like, people that are in there that haven't purchased anything. If they want to try it too, we'll open it up on Zoom. They can get on, you know, anytime between 5 and 7 or whatever, and try out that sample workout.
Is it not on bot?
It's on Vimeo. I don't know if when they're going to release the sample on bot. I honestly haven't even looked.
Okay. I'm looking now. I don't see it.
Yeah,
but
it might not.
I thought I listened to something that said it was going to be on both, but
yeah, I think, well, technically they said they're supposed to release it on the 9th. So I'm wondering if they're not going to open it up until like tomorrow night or something, like they usually
Gotcha.
do that day before. And then
Is
I'm going to
Vimeo
work
what
on,
always
what'd you say?
is Vimeo what they always do the live workouts?
Yeah,
Lately?
that's where I think there's like a Transform 20 sample on there and a bar sample and stuff.
Is that an app you get on your
No, I think you can just send the link. I don't know if
right?
there's
There is an app,
there's
but
probably an app. Yeah. I don't think I have.
I was just thinking it'd be something like to get it on my TV instead of doing it on. I'm gonna look.
There might be, usually they put it on YouTube, like Team Beachbody YouTube channel too. So that might be an option to look for it on there. And then this week I'm going to work, I know in the Boss Babes group, some people have made bundle options available already. There is some stuff in the back office that talks about like challenge pack purchases and price. There is a promo where we're going to be able to get a promo code for every challenge pack you sell. You'll get a promo code to use. I don't even know the details on that, but I know there's an FAQ that talks about the promo code. So what I started to do, and I'll just do a quick screen share, is I just started to put a document together with some info that I'm going to post in the team page, and I'll continue to add to it. And I'm going to put that, I have that Facebook group that I need to link in here, but here's the calendar. The free sample workout launch, coach purchase, VIP launch group will open up. Challenge packs will be $20 off. I'm assuming it's probably going to be until like at least the end of, oh, there it is, on the calendar. April 30th is when those will be $20 off. Customer purchase window starts April 6th. VIP period is April 6th to September 30th. So those workouts are going to open up on April 6th. I personally don't think I'm going to start a group until like April 13th, because I feel like if people are just starting to purchase on April 6th, they're going to want to get their stuff first. So I think I'm going to do like the prep week of workouts that April 6th, and then open up a challenge group for like April 13th. And I'll share this document in the team page too. And then it doesn't come into the BOD library until October 1st. So in here, and I have a desktop calendar that I use that I just write all these dates down on. So my big goal for this launch is to convert customers over to coaches and have them enroll early and kind of get their groove. And like personally, like, I mean, I'm going back to all my Lift 4 people and I'm saying, dude, I know how much you love Lift 4. Like Joel's new program is coming out. I'm going to send out an email to all of my customer client list with the workout sample and a little bit about the program and a link to the Facebook info group. And then as I get closer to that date on May 16th, March 16th, my goal is to send out an email to all of my people that are signed up as coaches. You'll probably get an email from me, but I'm just going to filter that out for coaches that says, hey, today the coach purchase window opens up. If you want to purchase, blah, 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 here's how you do that. And then same thing, telling my challengers, hey, if you are ready to upgrade your bod with the challenge pack and get the 10 rounds and you're going to save $20. Encouraging people, because I mean, we know this is a boxing and lifting combo program. So your muscles are going to be sore. Chances are you're going to be working your body in ways that you haven't done it before, unless you just completed like core de force or you're a kickboxer or something like that. But this is like all of our people that didn't do bar because bar is like not enough weights for me and not my jam. These are our people now. Like these are the people that we're speaking to. These are the weightlifting people. These are the like, not rainbows and butterflies people. Like these are like the, like this is a different kind of demographic. I will say though, I mean, as coaches, we know, like we do virtually every program that comes out because that's our job. We're supposed to try them out so we can speak to our audience and see who this appeals to. I will say you may have some people that love bar that are like, you know what, that was great, but I really want to take up my intensity level. Great, try the sample. But I think this is going to be a really, really good one. I mean, Joel is great. We all know how much Lift 4 is amazing and wonderful and gets people results. So this is going to be, I think it's 4 boxing workouts and then 2 lifting workouts a week, and then a recovery. So you're going to have a lower body day, 3 lifting workouts, 3 boxing, 2 lifting. Okay. Thank you. See, I'm like clueless. I haven't even dove in yet. Like I'm trying to wrap my mind around getting the group opened up first. Like, where am I? So we're going to be working through those boxing, and we're going to be working through those lifting. They're going to need recover. Energize is a must. I mean, holy crap. Like if you're going into a kickboxing class or some kind of boxing, whatever, like, you're going to need some energy, you're going to need some endurance to get you through that workout. So this is a really great opportunity to do a double challenge pack, like the Shakeology and the performance line. Because they're going to want Shakeology on those nutrition days. They're going to want performance line on those days that they're kicking their butt. And Energize, that's a given. So a couple things in here, just launch checklist. Don't feel like you have to create your own group. I do have that group. I will link that in here as well. Print out your business activity tracker or your, Go for No tracker. And begin collecting those names. Who is interested? Who is, requesting to join the group? Who are, your previous people from Lift 4, people that hadn't signed up yet. And then creating a WooFoo form. If you don't have a WooFoo form, just a general interest form, or changing the title on your WooFoo form to a 10 rounds info, so that way you can collect those emails from people and then kind of gauge their interest. And then I will be doing a blog post for this. I think, if you don't do a blog post there, obviously, if you don't have a website or don't do a blog, that's not a big deal, but creating a Google Doc, or having some, or the, I have third-party tool on here for a reason. The, the Beachbody blog, sorry, mom brain. There is a really great article that's what is 10 rounds all about. That's great to send to people. I don't believe that anybody is going to read that article and go, okay, I'm going to go to the Beachbody website and sign up immediately, and not sign up under the person that sent me this link. And that's where the follow-up comes in. Hey, did you get a chance to read that little info document that I sent you, that little article? What did you think? Do you think this sounds like it's something that you're interested in doing? And then getting enrollment bundles. So I'll be getting those up in that group this week and sharing those in the team page for anybody to use as well. So that way they have, and what I've always done in the past that has been the most successful for me is posting those bundles in the group and saying, comment under the one you want and make sure you tag your coach. Because I think it's hard to send, all those different options individually to people. I post them in the group. I tag people in them as they join the group. Hey, here's the sample workout. Hey, here's what the bundle options look like. Let me know what you want. And that's kind of the simplest way, and I think the way that has worked best for me anytime we do a launch. If you are not doing this launch, you are shooting yourself in the foot, because this is a great chance for not only to re-engage maybe previous customers, challengers, coaches, but it's a gift from Beachbody. They give us this new program. They give us these new program launches for us to recreate that engagement. We know how it works. We've seen it with Lift 4. We've seen it with Bar. We've seen it with 80-Day Obsession. We've seen it with 6 weeks of the work. That excitement about something new is what draws so many people in. or people have been so humdrum in their daily gym routine, they need something to switch it up, or they're tired of doing 21 Day Fix DVDs that they bought 6 years ago, or they need something that's going to switch up their routine and give them a little bit more energy, or whatever their reason is. Like, this is a gift. And you don't have to go over the top with it. You don't have, like I said, you don't have to create your own group. And I'm not just talking to you guys on the call, because I know you guys know this too, but like, it's a brand new program. There is already interest about it. People are already talking about it. Beachbody's going to start running ads about it, I'm sure, on people's Facebook feeds. So the best thing we can do is share. We'll do some stories. We'll create some stories. Keep an eye in the Boss Babes group, because people post crap in there all the time that's helpful and resourceful, and we'll be sharing that stuff in the team page too. So just a couple things on this info doc. I will share this in the team page. There's a great product toolkit in the back office. For my blog, for my website, I just go into that product toolkit and I literally copy and paste things. And I make a paragraph of my own words. I share transformations. Another thing that I post in the group is transformations, talk about results coming out of the test group. Here's that 10 rounds blog article. And then there's a sample workout that I'm going to encourage people to try. And then the purpose of having that WooFoo form is just to get their information and see how serious they are. So there is that about 10 rounds. I wanted to just touch on the sales funnel thing real quick, because, and as much as I hate to use the word sales, like that's kind of what we do. I mean, let's be honest. But it's not, we're not knocking down people's door and saying, here, buy these, knives. Like I'm trying to help you change your life. So especially with this launch, I thought this was a perfect time to kind of dive in and talk a little bit about what a sales funnel, what a pipeline is, and just what helped me was having a visual of what that means. So I think about this, and especially this early in the month, going into this month. How am I going to funnel my people into becoming customers and coaches? So it starts with that general awareness, that general interest. And I'm going to kind of dive into these a little bit more individually. But it's bringing people in who maybe have been watching. And that ultimately starts with building and growing a network and building and growing relationships. And that, there's a reason why we expand our network. There's a reason why we invest time into growing our network. There's a reason why we invest time into having conversations with people that aren't about Beachbody, that we're, connecting with people on social media and building relationships, because that's where those relationships ultimately turn into loyal customers, that turn into friendships, that turn into coaches, that turn into all kinds of amazing things. So there's a reason why we spend the time expanding our network, because you can only invite your warm market so many times before you feel like you're bugging people. And sometimes that just converts into, creating a cold market and creating a whole separate group of people that have eyes on your page and eyes on your stuff. So those people that are viewing and watching begin to draw interest and begin to kind of think, okay, is this something that I want? And maybe they reach out, maybe they fill out an application, maybe they request to join one of your groups. That's where that turns into desire, and you having those conversations with them about their goals and what they're working toward. And then that turns into action. That turns into either a free trial or a desire to join your challenge group or nutrition or whatever it is. So this kind of helps me visualize, how do I start the beginning of the month? I need to create that interest. And how do I funnel these people through the month to kind of get them into that taking action spot and that next step? So I really like this picture because it kind of on the left, it's a little bit more generic. On the right is a little bit more intense. I kind of do a combination of these two. I am going to be doing, bear with me, I haven't done a real good free group in a while. So I'm going to be doing a Rock Your Morning routine group this next week. And I'm going to post about it tomorrow. And I'm going to run it in my Strong Mom Tribe free community that I have, that I post content in there every now and then, nothing crazy. But there is, in the mompreneur stuff, there's a Rock Your Morning routine thing from several months ago that I'm just going to use. And I'm just going to use those posts, and I'm going to share a couple little YouTube videos about having a morning routine. I'm going to post the link for that free 10 rounds workout in there and say, this is, I start my morning with a workout, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to talk a little bit about the performance line and stuff that I use. And I may have one person join, I may have 25 people join, I don't know, but I'm going to put it out there because I think that's important. I have several people weekly that say, man, I wish I had the motivation to get up in the morning. Man, I wish I had, all these I wish. And well, okay, you know what? Let's put that wish into action, and let's give you a morning routine that's successful. So so I'm going to create a free group for this next week. Well, not create, I'm just going to post the free group stuff in my community. I'm probably not going to talk, well, I might do a post about it today. I haven't even planned out I'm just a mess over here. So I might talk about that today. I might talk about that tomorrow. I would like to get the 10 round stuff up and running this week as well. So lots of things. Don't feel like you have to do everything that I'm doing, but just saying. So that's my kind of create interest. Also, wrapping up the health bet this month, talking about the cash pot. We've decided to extend that to tomorrow night for them to get their entries in and get their pics and measurements in, or pictures and weigh in. So whether that comes in the form of a hearts post today or a, hey, guess what? The pot is at $600. If you really wanted to get in this group, last call. But that's kind of that interest and attention. And then that turns into action as we go kind of through the month. So same thing with creating a free group, having a free group. That's that big giant pool of interest that ideally we want to create value. We want to create content that is engaging and capturing people, and continuing to provide that value to them, whether it's in the form of a free group. They're beginning to see, okay, this is something I'm interested in. Same thing with sometimes it takes people 12 to 17 times to see a post before they decide to take action. So, and then ultimately, the end all be all goal for me this month is a 10 rounds challenge group. I would like to get people into that sneak peek, into that info group, Vimeo, or that Vimeo link, try that sample workout kind of thing, and then getting them to the point where they're ready to take action and ready to get results. And so anyway, that's kind of what this looks like here. That attention awareness step, we are building awareness. Maybe we're doing a free group. We're doing a hearts post. We're creating engaging content. We're engaging in our stories. We're building that relationship through that interest. We're creating that monthly marketing content. So, for me, I know that I'm going to start a challenge group for 10 rounds next month. My people that are enrolling this month, when they're signing up as coaches, they're going to get those sample workouts. They're going to get plugged into my current community, and we're going to kind of get them started. I'm probably, people that are brand new and purchasing 10 rounds, I'm going to have them do, and I don't even know if he's going to come out with a hybrid calendar or if that's not going to be until after, but I'm going to encourage them to do a little bit of core to force, a little bit of lift 4, maybe do 2 core to force workouts, and then do 2 lift 4 workouts or something, to kind of get until those sample workouts become available, or they release that first, they usually release that first week of workouts or something. I don't know if that's coming April 6th or what. I think Carl's still, he had posted something about it, he's still working on it. So, and then this also, it doesn't just apply to challenge groups. This also applies to coaching too. So to kind of switch over to the coaching aspect of things, we are planning on running a coach sneak peek this month as well. And then that's kind of where those coaching jabs come from. And I try to build those relationships through the month. and let them know, like, we do have a new coach training that's starting this week, but we do one every month. So if you have somebody that maybe on the 7th is interested in coaching or likes or comments on one of your coaching posts, then it's a continued, like, why does this interest you? I can't even speak today. Why does this interest you? How can I help you? Let me tell you what's coming around the bend. It's a great time to become a coach with a brand new program launch, because you can start to work through that program, start to build that interest, and bring some of your friends along for the ride. And then getting them plugged in, by the end of the month. So that early attention awareness early in the month. And then there's that I might just have to throw in the towel today. Like, I just can't even do it. I don't know what's happening over here. I literally only had 4 beers last night in like a 6-hour period. It's not like I'm smashed this morning. Okay. So they're interested. So this is where we come in with, with the conversation, and we talk to them about their goals and desires. We let them know that, like, listen, you don't have to change everything. What is one thing that you want to work on right now? And I ask, that's kind of been a question I've been using a lot lately because it's working. And I ask people, if you could change one thing, what would it be? If you could improve one thing, what would it be? And a lot of times they're like, I'm just so tired. I just wish I had more energy. I just really want to start moving my body. Or it's, I eat like crap so much right now. I really want to focus on nutrition. Like, yeah, workouts are great, but I really want to dial in my nutrition. And that's where I focus my energy and attention with those conversations is, what is that one thing that I can help you with right now? Because I think when we come at people with, oh, I'm going to give you this workout program and you're going to do 7 workouts a week and they're going to be 30 to 45 minutes. And then you're going to have to throw out all of your food in the pantry. And then you're going to have to go to the grocery store and spend $200. And you're going to have, like, holy anxiety. Like, that just freaks me out to have to think about that. So I think when we come at somebody with a, like, oh, well, let's talk about one thing at a time. Let's do one thing at a time. Let's work on 3 healthier meals you can prep this week. How can I help you with that? Or here's my meal plan for the week that we're doing in the group. And if it's fitness, it's how much time do you have right now to devote to your fitness? Is it every day? Is it 20 minutes? Is it 3 days a week? Like, and then we meet them at with their needs, at their needs. Words are hard. You guys. And then the desire. So I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was like, we used to have this Beachbody guy named Craig, and he was like a huge corporate mentor. He was like a Kim Carver. And for the new coaches on the call, they're like, who? But Kim Carver is like this, you guys that know him, he's like this Beachbody guru. Like, he just says and speaks, and like, it's like, he just is wonderful. I just love him, and I love his trainings, and I love the way he can just so eloquently tell a story and relate it to like everything that you struggle with in your Beachbody business. Holy cow. So anyway, this guy, Craig, did this training about people will sign up when their need to change is greater than the cost that it is to change it. And if they don't see the value, then they don't make the investment. And this is kind of where it gets a little bit salesy. But we have to understand what it is that person is needing and what they're willing to invest in and how they're willing to invest it. And this is where where somebody is so ready to make a change, you could literally send them a $600 share cart and they would do it. Like, you could add every product in there and they would do it. But it's not about that. It's about their need to change. So sometimes that means, I'm not ready to financially invest in this, but I want to give it a shot for 3 months. Okay, here's a quarterly BOD membership. Like, let's get you started with something. And I have several success stories of women who have done a 2-week free trial and have lost 5 to 10 pounds and have been like, holy crap, these workouts are amazing. I didn't think I would love this at all. So it's meeting them, where their needs are. But then also sharing our own personal, like, well, you know what, this is what happens when I did. I never committed to anything because I wasn't financially invested. And it wasn't until I made that commitment to myself that I knew I wanted to get my money's worth. But helping them identify their desire to change. And that always comes with the feeling. And sometimes it's a matter of saying, how do you feel now? What would it feel like if maybe they say they want to lose 20 pounds. What would it feel like for you to be down 20 pounds in 6 months? And helping them connect that desire with how it's going to make them feel. Or what would it feel like for you to get a handle on your nutrition and not feel like you're, out of control, like you have balance and you have a handle on it. And then that turns into action. That turns into, that next step of, okay, so I've helped you figure out that you need help with your workouts and that you want to get a better handle on nutrition. So let's talk about what your options are here and what I think is going to work best for you and what I see my clients have the most success with on their own personal fitness journey. I think workouts are essential. I think you need to move your body several times a week. So I'm going to set you up with workouts that are going to give you the opportunity to do that. I think nutrition is key. You are really focused on overall better health and weight loss, and you said you don't have a lot of time. So I think adding that Shakeology in is going to be so beneficial because it's going to help you with getting good nutrients in, and it's going to help you, overall with having more energy and feeling a little bit better, and give you a really easy chunk of nutrition throughout your day. So if everything else goes to shit, at least you have something that's still fueling your body the way that you need to fuel your body. Talking about different options, not being afraid to share what I use. I have people ask me, okay, so you're building muscle. Like, what do you use for that? Well, I use protein every day. I use pre-workout every day. And then I make my Shakeology into a powerhouse shake. I don't just drink it as a powder. I put banana in it. I'm peanut butter and oats, and I do things that are going to build me up a little bit more. I talk about collagen. I have a girl who just signed up with the entire performance line because she wants to build muscle. She added in the creatine, the overnight recovery, she got the whole big shebang. And because she's like, I don't care what it takes, I'm going to use all the things and I'm going to do all the heavy lifting workouts and go all in. So again, that comes back to that desire to change is greater than the cost that it is to change. And then talking about beach bars, somebody that's like a really bad snacking problem, well, this is a really great option and you're going to get 10% off if you add these into your cart. And just having that conversation with them about how simple this is, instead of, making them feel overwhelmed. I think that's it for these slides. But it's, if you're using like something like Google Streak, you can easily move people through the pipeline of, attentive, interest, desire to change, share a cart link sent, or action taken, or, whatever it is that you're doing for. And that kind of helps with that whole pipeline mentality. But I think about that as I'm working people through a conversation, starting with that initial interest, and then the end goal being to get them to action and get them plugged into a challenge group and help them start getting results and help them start seeing those little victories. And if those little victories are like, I didn't have any fast food this week, perfect. Shout them out. If those little victories are, I didn't have any soda this week, or if it's, I lost 3 pounds this first week, or I was able to go down on my belt loop. That's where we want to see people, and that's where we want to continue them through. I have another image here that I didn't put in there, but the bottom image is loyalty. And I think that, sure, action is the goal. Getting them to sign up for a challenge group is the goal. But we know that like, that's not where our work begins, or that's not where everything ends once they buy a challenge pack. We know that's where our work begins. And keeping them plugged in, keeping them engaged, keeping them loyal, checking in with them regularly, letting them know how important their results are to us because that's where we want to see them succeed. I mean, I would love to have my challengers get to the point where they're like walking on the stage at Summit to win that $125,000. Like, I would love to be able to help somebody get to those kind of goals, you know, and I think we do a really good job of that. But, you know, continuing to show them that like consistency is key and keeping them engaged and keeping their goals still at the forefront of why we're helping them, I think is really, really important. So that being said, that is all I have for that. Does anybody have any questions about that? Was that helpful-ish?
Yeah, that was helpful. I have a question just about maybe you guys talked about this in our chat and I just missed it. But whatever they're calling it, the email that we got, if you hit Success Club last month, what is that called?
Oh, the retention thing?
Yeah, what does that mean?
So there's this new, get out of here. Guess who's out of bed and guess who has energy? This new retention system where we're getting additional Success Club points for keeping our customers loyal and engaged. Like if they do 200 PV, I think it is.
So it's like basically if they reorder their Shakeology.
Yeah.
You get one SC point?
You get one SC point. But I think you can only get one. I need to go back into that.
I just didn't know.
Yeah.
And you guys had talked about this yet.
Retention point promotion.
I didn't really.
All the enrollments you had in February that earned you an SC point make up your SC retention point pool for March. That means the volume generated from personal purchases by everyone will be added together, and for every 200 volume, one SC retention point will be awarded. But these are for people that you enrolled as coaches or customers in February. So
yeah, it tells you your people. Like there's a list on the email. So,
and they came from SC points. So it's not like if somebody purchased like an annual BOD subscription, they don't count.
Right.
They have to come from SC points. So, so like looking at mine, like I was SC 10 last month. I had 5 people, and I have 2 people who have reordered their Shakeology, so I'm at 180. The other 3 people, they're not due for an order yet.
I'm sorry, I don't get.
But just, I think, you know, and it says in here, we encourage you to check in with your new customers and coaches from February, make sure they're happy and plan to renew their subscription this month if they haven't already. So that's, I mean, yeah, that's going back to just having conversations with people and saying like, what do you like about Shakeology? What do you think, you know, how are your muscles feeling? If they did Shakeology and they didn't do performance, maybe they want to try performance this month instead. Or did you get that sample of Energize that I sent you? What did you think about it? Do you think, you know, did it help you with your workout or not? Or, you know, maybe they don't want to do Shakeology, but maybe they want to try like beach bars or something instead. But just, I guess just continuing to like see where they are and what, you know, we can help them with.
Okay, so it's not that every person has to.
Yeah, it's a
200 volume points. It's all together.
Right. Yeah.
Gotcha. Because what is Shakeology's 90?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I see how you had 180 then. You had 2 people reorder their Shakeology. So you have 180. So when you get to 200, you'll get 1 SC point.
Right.
Gotcha.
And those
sorry, I'm slow.
No, I haven't even looked at this. But like 2 of those people just signed up like February 25th. So like obviously they're not going to be ordering anything until the end of the month unless they decide mid-month like, oh, you know what, I do want to order that protein and that Energize or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I think, you know, that just like something else to throw in there is like a 3-day refresh, you know, like if you have somebody that's like, I want to break through a plateau and I need to like do something with my nutrition. Okay. Maybe you want to try a 3-day refresh? Like maybe that would be a good you know, whatever. But yeah, I like that they're doing that. And I think, you know, I mean, like I look at this list of 5 people and I'm like, wah, wah, like what if that were 50? Like maybe I should shoot for a bigger goal next month. Like, but keeping those people happy, and, you know, keeping them engaged, I think is important. So, and I couldn't even imagine like looking at this list if it were 50 people and being like, what the hell? Like, how do I even manage this? Like, I don't
know
even
how anybody manages signing 50 people up in a month. Like I can barely keep up with like the 3 people that I sign up.
Yeah. This month is the 1-year anniversary of Ultimate Portion Fix. And I've been diving in a little bit more in our challenge group about nutrition. And I did a live video talking about the containers and stuff this last week. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to those people that did Ultimate Portion Fix a year ago, and I'm going to re-invite them again, and just see how they're doing. You know, like it's been a year. Happy 1-year anniversary. How you doing? Like anything I can help, you know, because people fall off, and no matter how many times we check in with them, sometimes they just stop responding and you're like, okay. So I think I want to do that this month, is go back to my Ultimate Portion Fix people and just see, you know, how they're doing, if they've been disengaged. I have people that are still going strong, but did you guys have a really big successful Ultimate Portion Fix launch too?
I did not. I did with 2B.
Okay.
A couple years ago.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I think that was my highest SC month ever. I was at like 23 or something.
Yeah. I think I was 28, 26 or 28 with Portion Fix. And it just like, I feel like it's such a challenge because it's like, clearly like our biggest months have been with nutrition programs, but how do we continue to,
you
know, like,
well, I think that's why they made those, the extra
monthly,
the subscription or whatever, the
monthly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm trying to come up with
left with Ultimate Portion Fix because everybody was like, oh, I already have those containers.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's different. No. But I think what To Be Mindset, it was like the idea of like, you know, the whole concept behind it was like intriguing to people.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go back in and talk a little bit more about nutrition. And I've had several people that since I've done that video have reached out and said, tell me a little bit more about this portion thing that you do. Like, you know, is it the 21-day fix containers? And I'm like, yeah, but it's not just the 21-day fix container. Like there's a lot more to it than, but yeah, anyway. That's all I have.
I have a question, and maybe nobody knows the answer to this yet, but what's this? If we purchase a challenge pack for 10 rounds, we get a 50% off.
Oh, yeah.
Thing. Do you guys know much about this yet? I'm trying
I
to
was
read
just
all
reading
the
that
things.
FAQ and I don't understand it because it says like prior to the purchase window. Well, how are you supposed to purchase something prior to the purchase window?
Purchase a challenge pack.
Let me.
Doesn't it?
I don't know.
Parentheses like prior to the.
Yeah, it does.
So how are you supposed to purchase if it's not available to purchase? I don't understand.
Hold on. I know there was just
like,
something.
Again, I'm special though, and I'm like, I don't understand.
And it's like, so everybody, if a customer purchases it, they also get a 50% off coupon code?
Or like you get it if your customer purchases it, and if you get it if one of your coaches purchases it.
But it's how many codes will I receive? It says 1.
I think it's 1 per purchase. I don't.
So if my customer purchases a challenge pack or a completion pack,
then you'll get a code.
Right. But what if I have 5 people who do it?
Then you get 5 codes.
But it says I only get 1.
Oh, really? I don't know.
But it also says
like,
it says, can I share my code? And it says it can only be used once. So I wonder if it is a brand new code for every person. Okay. So let's see. Well, here's the thing.
Will you read the FAQ, Caitlin?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, there it is.
Coaches
I
who
was just
earn their
looking at
first
it too,
success
I didn't
point
understand.
by selling a 10 rounds challenge pack or a completion pack from March 16th to April 30th.
Wait, that's not what I was looking at earlier. Is that what you were looking at, Caitlin?
No, yeah, that's what yeah. And then if you go down to the bottom, it's got more frequently asked questions down there. Can I transfer the 10 rounds promo code to someone else? No, it only works if it goes through your account. So I don't understand. Like, are we trying to turn customers into coaches by doing this? I don't understand it at all.
Every Wednesday.
That's not what it looked like when I was looking at it. But I was also looking on my phone.
They put something in the Beachbody Champions page.
Okay.
Let me look in there too. Because I was trying to, I didn't put this in the info doc because I was like, I need to figure this out first before I go dropping this information in.
Okay. And it's, I mean, like I said, if nobody knows the answer, we don't have to like do the research today, but if there was a quick answer, I would take it. It's okay. I'm just looking at it going, what am I supposed to do with this?
Right. I didn't.
Because I can understand that like maybe their intention is that our customers, like it's a referral thing. So, hey, you can buy this. You get linked up with my coach. I don't know.
Okay. Coaches who purchase a pack between 3/1 to 3/15 will get a promo code for 50% off a 10 rounds accessory bundle. So I think this is
why I was confused, because you can't purchase until March 16th.
But I think if they just purchase, like if you sign somebody as a coach, sign somebody up as a coach right now with like a on-demand challenge pack, then they're going to get a 50% off code for 10 rounds to use. Like if they sign up before, 10 rounds. Right. If they sign up before, and then customers who purchase a pack between 3/1 to 3/31 will also get the same.
No, it says by selling a 10 rounds challenge pack.
I don't know.
Purchase a challenge or completion pack in March and get an exclusive promo code for 50% off 10 rounds accessory bundle or digital streaming when it launches. Okay, so if they are not signing up with 10 rounds and they are a customer, because customers can't purchase until April 6th. Only coaches can purchase this month. So if a customer purchases a challenge pack now, they're going to get 50% off of 10 rounds when it launches on April 6th. Does that make sense?
Okay.
That
makes sense.
If a coach signs up now without a 10 rounds challenge pack, they're going to get 50% off when the coach stuff opens up on March 16th.
What?
So like, if you sign somebody up with like just a regular challenge pack now before March 16th.
As a coach. So not current coaches.
Right. So like if you, and hold on.
It's basically for people who purchase a challenge pack before the window for 10 rounds. It's a way to get them to get 10 rounds.
Okay.
They're getting 50% off. So they're like, hey, you bought before the window, but here, buy again to get 10 rounds.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Coaches who purchase a pack between 3/1 to 3/15. That is confusing, because what do I have to purchase to get 50% off?
Right.
Well, if you had to renew your bod right now, if your bod was due today and you renewed it, but then you're like, great, now I bought before 10 rounds comes up.
Okay.
Coaches, purchase a challenge pack or completion pack from March 1 to 15th prior to the 10 rounds window, and then you'll get 50% off. I'm not purchasing shit. Like,
that's some BS right there. I'm not having that.
But I guess if you have a coach who's like, I need to, maybe your coach is like, I want to do bar. Okay, then you get a completion pack. And then they're like, and then they get 50% off 10 rounds whenever they decide they want to do that.
Or if you have somebody whose bod is due to renew, that week or whatever, you say, here, upgrade to a challenge pack.
And you're
Yeah.
gonna get this
50%
code.
And then you get 50% off of whatever that's launching next week. I don't even remember what it's called anymore.
Why is this so hard for me?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's because they are like grasping for any way that they can get people to buy more things.
Right.
So
They're probably also trying to
some
avoid
ninja
people
moves.
calling in and saying, can I cancel my bot and renew or whatever
Okay.
within
Yeah.
that 30 days. Like they probably get tons of calls of people who want to cancel and renew just to get the new thing.
Mhm.
Okay. So when I'm explaining this in my challenge group, okay, I'm gonna have to think through it. I can't do this live right this moment.
So I think like what I'm going to say to people, to my current challengers,
Yeah.
if you want to do 10 rounds, you can convert over to a coach on March 16th or later, between March 16th and April 6th, and get early access. And get early access. You can convert to a coach and get early access.
Wait, you can convert now
Yeah.
to get your 50% off code for 10 rounds.
You can. I think I'm just going to wait until March 16th.
I'm sorry, I swore.
No, this is.
But I mean, if I'm going into our challenge group and I'm speaking to the customers,
Yeah.
I would only talk to the people that you're about the 50% off people who are due this month.
That's basically what it's for. It's the people that are due. So you're trying to get them to upgrade to a challenge pack and then sell them 10 rounds a week later.
But the promo codes don't expire until June 30th. So they don't have to purchase 10 rounds now. They can wait until, like, maybe they want to do bar. And so they purchase the bar challenge pack now. They're going to get a 50% off code. So when they're done with bar, they can do 10 rounds.
What comes out after 10 rounds? Do we know?
No.
The running, walking thing?
Probably.
I don't know what that is.
The take it outside one?
Is that with
terrible coach over here? No idea what you're talking about.
Super Saturday, man.
What's the Hispanic trainer? What's her name?
Dallas.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's with her, right?
Yeah, it is. You're right.
They did it at Super Saturday. They talked about it.
They did. Yeah.
I was in the Keys. I was drinking beers on the beach. I was. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, because I've seen a couple people talk about that, and I'm like, what does that even mean? How do I? Clearly, I need to.
You can take it outside. It's a run